During my senior year, our big assignment in the social work department is an advocacy project. And I was really excited to do this, but the disappointment came when my professor asked our class to do a group assignment where we didn't get to choose what we were doing, but all of us had to lobby for the same issue. Unfortunately, that issue was to lobby for homosexual foster and adoption. And my heart just sank. This is an issue that I personally couldn't stand behind, and I knew that as part of this assignment, I would have to sign my name to a letter saying I did support this. I knew right then that I had to ask my professor for an alternate assignment because I wanted to get a good grade in the class. His first reaction was, no, you don't have a choice. And so I was forced over and over throughout that semester to talk about my beliefs and why I couldn't do this in front of my peers. As the semester went on, I completed each part of my assignment up until the point of signing my letter. When I didn't turn that in, he was really upset. Well, I set up a meeting with the director of my program. She suggested that we sit down with my professor and talk about the classroom assignment. I thought, wow, something's actually going to change. Apparently, in between me talking to her and my next class period, the two of them had had a discussion and they decided to throw out the entire assignment. So he came into class very upset, threw out our papers and said he couldn't grade them, handed us a new syllabus, and told us to start over. We had spent all semester doing research, and to think that we had to start over with only 1 month left. I knew that everyone in the classroom knew it was me. And now here, in the last month, they're having to start all over. About 2 weeks later, I got a phone call from my department head saying that the faculty had filed a level 3 grievance against me. So as I'm going through my finals week, stressed out to no end on the class material, but also having to think that I have to face a grievance committee at the end of the week. Then came time for the meeting, and I had asked if my parents could attend with me, and they said they would get back with me, but they didn't until we actually arrived. And at that point, I was informed that they weren't going to be welcome. Some of the very first questions out there were, could you not do this assignment because you're a Christian? Do you think that you're a sinner? Do you think any of us sin? What about homosexuals? Do they sin? Is that why you can't do this assignment? And so if both you and homosexuals are sinners, then what's the difference? Why can't you advocate for them? Tough questions. And it almost starts to make you question what you believe. And was I wrong? But I knew I wasn't. They handed me a contract about 2 pages long saying you will do this, you won't do this, you're going to have to do these extra things. And if it wasn't signed, then I wasn't going to be able to start my last semester. I'd worked 4 years, and here I am in my last semester, and they're not going to let me continue. And so I signed it and turned it in, knowing that I was going to be watched, and knowing that at any moment, if I failed on any of those points, that they could withhold my diploma.